Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to you all, my dear students. Today, as you see, we are going to have a new lesson, our curriculum for this semester, which is about conversation. In this conversation, we are going to listen to a conversation between Badr and Adnan. These are two students who are going to share an apartment to save money while they study in New York. Let's at first listen to this conversation. After that, we are going to study different expressions or different things which are very important to understand this conversation. Then we are going to have some comprehension questions to make sure that we understood this conversation well. Let's get started listening the conversation at first.
I'm really excited that we're going to share an apartment to save money while we study in New York. I am too. But you know, a lot of friends end up arguing about chores. So I was thinking it might be a good idea for us to divide up the chores before we move in. Yeah, I do think we should discuss that. I'm sure we can work out a fair division of chores. Of course, we'll each clean our own room. And since there are 2 bathrooms, how about if I clean one and you clean the other? That's fair. And each week we can take turns cleaning the rest of the apartment. Hey, do you want to do our laundry together so that only one of us has to go to the laundromat each week? We're on the same wavelength. I was just going to suggest that. I really don't like folding the wash. If I wash the laundry, would you be willing to do the folding? No sweat. And how about cooking? I don't mind cleaning, but cooking is really not my cup of tea. Would you do the cooking if I did the cleaning up? Sorry, but if there's one chore I hate, it's cooking. Well, it looks like we're going to be eating a lot of takeout.
Okay, now my dear students, as you see, you have to re-listen to this conversation again and again in order to learn some important expressions when you discuss this topic. At first, here, my dear students, Badr is talking to Adnan about dividing chores. What are chores? Chores, these are the housework. The housework, when you live with another person in the same apartment, you have to do different things in this apartment, and he is going to do other things. These are called chores. So here, I am very excited that we are going to share an apartment. To live with another person in the same apartment. Why? In order to save money, in order not to pay too much while we study in New York. So I am too. So he agrees to live with this person. So Adnan agrees to live with Badr in the same apartment to save money. But you know, a lot of friends end up arguing about chores. Arguing about means not have the same ideas about the housework, different things each one should do. So I was thinking it might be a good idea for us to divide up the chores, to tell what I'm going to do and to tell you what you are going to do before we move in. Yeah, I do think we should discuss that. I'm sure we can work out a fair division of chores. Work out to meet different ideas that are a fair division of the chores. Of course, we'll each clean our room, our own room. So each one is going to clean his own room. Since there are 2 bathrooms, how about if I clean one and you clean the other? So that's fair. That's okay. So each one is going to clean his own room, and there are 2 bathrooms. Adnan is going to clean one bathroom, and Badr is going to clean the other. That's fair. That's okay. And each week we can take turns cleaning the rest of the apartment. So here there are 2 rooms, and of course there is a hall, there is a living room, there is the kitchen, and so on. So each week they are going to take turns cleaning the rest of the apartment. Hey, do you want to do our laundry together? What's laundry? Washing the clothes. So they are talking about washing the clothes. Do you want to do our laundry together so that only one of us has to go to the laundromat each week? Of course, we are on the same wavelength. Here, my dear students, pay attention to this part written in blue. On the same wavelength. This is an expression. Native speakers use these expressions to mean what? Thinking the same thing. So when you have the same ideas of your classmate, for example, you can say on the same wavelength. So to tell someone that you have the same ideas like him, you can say you are on the same wavelength. I was just going to suggest that. I really don't like folding the wash. What about folding the wash? Regulating the wash. After you wash your clothes, you have to fold them. You have to fold them in a good way or in a nice way. So this is what they mean by folding the wash. If I wash the laundry, would you be willing to do the folding? So Adnan asks Ted to do the folding while he is going to do the wash. So her, but no sweat. What does it mean for someone to say no sweat? When someone asks you to do something and you don't have any problem to do that, you can say no sweat. Means no problem. So Ted he doesn't mind doing that. And how about cooking? I don't mind cleaning, but cooking is really not my cup of tea. When you politely tell your classmate that you don't like something, you can say that this is not my cup of tea. Look at the real words, of course. There is a big difference between the real words and what we mean by this expression. So when someone says not my cup of tea, he means that this is a polite way to say you don't like something. If you don't like doing a lot of homework, you can say that a lot of homework is not my cup of tea and so on. Would you do the cooking if I did the cleaning up? Her or they, Adnan said, sorry, but if there is one chore I hate, it's cooking. So both hate cooking. So what's the solution? The solution, well, it looks like we are going to be eating a lot of takeout. We are going to eat a lot in restaurants. So a lot of takeout means a lot of getting food from restaurants. Okay, now my dear students, some comprehension questions to make sure that you understood this conversation well. The first one, what problem are Petra and Adnan trying to avoid? There is a problem and they want to avoid. They don't want this problem to happen. What is it? Yes, very good. Arguing about chores. Very good. So they are discussing different things in order to avoid arguing about chores. So they don't want to argue about chores. They don't want to have different points of view or different ideas about chores. Number two, how do Badr and Adnan divide up the chores? Yes, going back to the conversation, you can find that. Very good. Both of them are going to clean their own rooms. Very good. Excellent. And what about bathrooms? Each one is going to clean one bathroom because there are two. And what about the rest of the apartment? They are going to take turns. Very good. And what about cooking? Neither of them is going to cook. They are going to eat outside. They are going to eat from restaurants often. So here, they will both clean their own rooms. They will each clean up a bathroom. They will take turns cleaning the rest of the apartment. Adnan will wash the laundry and Badr will fold it. Okay? The last question. What chore does neither of them want to do? The laundry? No. What? Cleaning the apartment? No. Cooking, yes, very good. So there is a specific chore which neither of them want to do. So it's cooking. What solution does Pedro offer? He's very good to eat outside, to get food from restaurants. So neither of them wants to cook. Pedro suggests they order takeout food often. I hope, my dear students, you understood this lesson well. I hope you listen again and again to this conversation. You have to study the real talk very well in order to learn how to express. Also, you have to do this exercise again in order to make sure that you understood this conversation well. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you understood this lesson. See you the next lesson, inshallah. Thank you very much. Goodbye.